Good morning, Sunday 2nd of October, casual dresser here. It's been absolutely ages since I put a video out. I've had loads of emails, messages on Instagram saying they like my stuff, and actually I felt a little bit guilty that I've not put a a video out for so long. So today I decided to show you some of the collection I've had in the last few months since I put a video. I've had probably over 300 jackets come in and out of my house in the last few months. And I thought I'd just show you some of the best ones and have a little chat about how Stone Island has changed, or the actual reselling market has changed over the last few months. So I'll see you at the other side. I'm Casual Dresser. Talk in a minute. Okay, so let's start with some predictions that I made a few months ago. So we hit the 2022 Stone Island range that came out, and it was to commemorate the 40th anniversary of Stone Island, and loads of stuff dropped and most of it looked absolutely horrendous. Anyway, people started buying the heat reactive jacket, and I said I was on the fence, I didn't know where I was going to buy it, and I passed predicting that the price would absolutely plummet. And the price has absolutely plummeted. You can probably get a heat reactive jacket now for £500. Are they an awful jacket? No, not really. Have they done well on the market? Nope. People who have gone out and paid RRP thinking that they're going to get top whack for them are mightily disappointed. At the same time, they dropped a beautiful yellow Marina smock. I said at the time that they missed a trick by not putting the 40th anniversary badge in the middle like the 2012 Telesteller. They went with the little patch, and yeah, they did miss a trick. Again, I was on the fence of whether I was going to buy one or not. I didn't. The price was high. It was about £1,000 to get one at the time. Actually, people were saying about 1,100 to get one. I passed. And it was hard to do so because I do actually like the colour and the style of it. They've now dropped as well, so they see people are trying to get rid of them about £900, still can't get rid of them. I would say if you're after one of those, you should be able to pick one up, 800 UK pound. It certainly does not help that the recession has hit. For all those who are struggling, I'm one of them, struggling financially with it. All I can say is I wish you lots of luck and I hope things improve in the UK. But since I made my last video, the market has absolutely gone crazy. So there is money in certain jackets. It seems to be that the vintage stuff has gone through the roof, like astronomical, like the prices are absolutely ridiculous. Some of the newer, nicer pieces that are sought after have gone up to silly money. But a lot of the other pieces actually have stayed where they are. So you've really got to be picking or buying the right pieces. Lots of people have got in contact about how do I buy and resell. Well, finding a supplier now to buy and resell is literally almost impossible. So you've really got to do your homework and find the right pieces that will give you a little bit of profit. And it only has to be a little bit of profit if you're moving enough jackets. So what I thought I would do in this video is show you, because since the last one I've probably had 300, 400 jackets come through me. I want to show you some of the nicest jackets I've had, or just simply jackets that I can talk a little bit about. If I've already moved them on or they're not here at the moment, I'll just show you a picture of them. The other ones, I'll either wear them or I'll hold them in front of the camera. So let's get to it. So the 2014 Supreme range that came out by Stone Island, the collab, I was lucky enough again to pick up a yellow Supreme helicopter jacket. Beautiful jackets, you'll see the picture here. Multi-pocket, the actual material of it is absolutely fantastic. It's so hard wearing. However, it seems to be that the pockets, if you're buying one of the front pockets on it, the corners can get a little bit worn. My one that I had wasn't, but it can get worn. I mean, the problem with the yellow one is it gets dirty quite easy because it is such a bright yellow colour, you can see anything on it. Black one, obviously, you're not going to see as much on it. The most sought after of the three is the camo helicopter. You're going to be paying absolutely ridiculous prices for those. A couple of years ago when I made a video on the helicopter jacket, I said you're probably looking about 2,000. I mean, the camo helicopter jacket now could be the best part of, I don't know, you might be looking at 3,000. The goggles detach off. You're probably better taking those goggles off when you go out, because I know people who have lost the goggles on the jacket and the jacket becomes near worthless. And the liner comes out, so it's quite good to wear in the autumn months, winter months, spring months. You wouldn't be able to wear it in the summer months because the outer itself is warm enough. But yeah, Supreme helicopter jacket is an absolutely fantastic jacket. If you manage to get your hands on it for a low price, then please do buy one. The year after, 2015, they brought out another collab with Stone Island. And this at the time, it did sell out, but you know, the demand wasn't red hot. Now the demand for these is red hot. So they brought out this colour, which is the blue and green 2015 Supreme Paisley smock. It's a nylon metal, and they brought a red one out. Now I was looking for ages to try and find one of these in my size. This is a size, for all of you who want to know what the size is like, this is a large, and it comes up, I think, about 24-inch pit to pit. So if you're looking for one of these, size down one size. I'm normally an XL, and I just absolutely love it. So you've got similar sort of design features to the 2012 Telestella, the 30th anniversary. So the badge is in the middle. I absolutely love the badge being in the middle. So you've got, yeah, badge in the middle. You've got a double pocket here. Just as a word of caution, look after your buttons. These buttons, the ones from the 30th anniversary and these ones, they were found on the floor of the old Stone Island factory, and they collected them all up and they used them on the jackets. You can't find any more of these buttons unless you get some copies from eBay. So look after them. I think you get some with the jacket, but look after it. On the back, you probably won't see this, but on the back of the jacket it says Supreme New York. I just like the little details, and obviously Paisley's quite in with the Nike Paisley dunks, etc. So if you can pick up one of these for a decent price, and I think a decent price is probably about 1,000 to 1,100 on one of the green and blue ones, and about 1,000 maybe on the burgundy red ones. If you can pick one up, I would recommend it. It's not going to do you for the winter months, but for the summer months, go and have a beer in the beer garden. Absolutely perfect. So 2015 Supreme Paisley smock is definitely a big. Now, amongst the piles of jackets that I have received and sent off, etc., etc., I've received some 2009 Tyvek jackets. Now, you're probably wondering why I picked a 2009 Tyvek jacket to talk about within all this. Well, 2009 Tyvek jacket, you've got an edition of it where it's called the Snowflake jacket. So printed on the back of it, you have this, and hopefully you can read that there. And the Snowflake jacket has become extremely popular. Now, I must add, it is extremely popular on looks alone. So I've sold my Tyvek jackets, beautiful jackets, sold them for fair prices. The only problem is they're very, very, very delicate. So you've got to really look after them. Some of the Tyvek jackets come with no pockets whatsoever, so they are absolutely useless. But yeah, the Tyvek with the avalanche message on the back, the Snowflake jacket, it's a beautiful jacket to look at. Practical wise, I'm not so sure. It does go like a brownish colour pretty quick if you don't look after it. So I would say if you're being offered one, and the prices are silly, if you're being offered one, I would probably turn it down. Unless you know somebody you want to move it on to, don't go with it. So 2009 Tyvek, beautiful jackets, but you really have to look after them. Surprise! Welcome back. Here's one of the other jackets that I've got in. And I'm going to give a little bit of time to review this one because it is one of the best jackets I believe that Stone Island have ever made. It is from the 30th anniversary range. It is they call it the 30-30 because you can wear it in 30 different ways. So because it's the 30th anniversary, it's from 2012. And people lined the streets to pick up these. So the Telestella sat on the shelves when they came out. But these did all go. So they did it in a blue and they did it in an orange. And I'm lucky enough to have a few of each. You're looking for condition when you buy these. They cost an absolute fortune. And lucky enough, this one came with its original tags. And as you can probably see there, the actual RRP in it was £1,575. This is an XL and they size up probably one size bigger. So this probably fits a bit more like an XXL. Badge to the arm, I like the 30th anniversary badges anyway. The outside is a Razor, it's blue. And you'll see these two little buttons on the sleeves. These keep the inner part in place. So you've got the blue outside. It's such a thick and warm jacket, so I won't be keeping this on for too long. You can see the hood. That changes colour, that's an ice. So yeah, blue outside. Your inside, you've got lots of different features, so I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so when I say I'm going to show you right now, I'm going to show you pictures. One of the reasons I'm not going to show you my jacket is because the whole inner is Dutch roped in to keep it in place, and it's an absolute nightmare turning it inside, outside, etc, 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 etc. So the opposite side to the blue is a Prismatica jacket, the Prismatic silk jacket. You've got to make sure that's in good condition, because just from moving around you start to get crease in the jacket and you could get tears in it, just like the Prismatic jackets do on their own. So the inside is a green, which looks fantastic as well. And of course it's got buttons on the inside, so it is reversible, so you can put your 30th anniversary badge on that one. And in the liner itself, so you've got like a black wool liner. There's no way you would wear the black wool liner on its own. You're not paying £1,600 RRP to wear a black liner. But the opposite side to that, you've got the ice jacket itself, so that changes from a dark grey to a light grey. And again, both those liners have buttons on that you can put the 30th anniversary badge on, and you'll see it through these pictures here. It is absolutely fantastic. I believe it's one of the best creations that Stone Island have ever made. It does fit a bit funny sometimes because you've got basically two jackets in one. It does slide a little bit sometimes, but they're well worth the money. It's got to be the jacket for the winter. Not only does it look class, but it does its job. It keeps you toasty warm, especially at football matches. Perfect one. It's not too loud, unless you buy the orange one. That stands out quite a lot. And luckily I got some of the bits with it. So obviously there's your tag on the arm. And then I'll be able to show you. So you've got the orange and blue ones here. And it shows you inside out. So you've got, let's just use the orange one example. There's the orange Razor. Then you're going to go to the silk. Then you've got the ice side of it. And then when the ice changes colour, you've got it here. But I'm not surprised they don't show you the black version, the inner, because I mean that's absolutely pants. But the rest of it is absolutely spot on. So if you do manage to pick one up, I would say grab it, because it's probably worth whatever price you are trying to pay for it. There's not many of them around anymore. An absolute classic of a jacket. And yeah, so that's probably the more up-to-date stuff, 2000 and onwards, that I've had a look at. I'm going to show you, like I just alluded to right at the start, that the vintage market has just got absolutely crazy. I've had some beautiful pieces in. So here we go. I'll show you some of them. So one of the jackets I had in and moved out within like weeks was a Stone Island Marina vertical badge jacket. So as you'll know, most Stone Island jackets, the badges on the arm are horizontal. Stone Island did mess around with like placement of badges, so they put some on the cuffs, they put some on the front of the jacket near the hip. But for these Marina jackets, they placed the badge vertically down the arm, and they've got, here's a picture of mine, there's some vertical lining with inside it, the Marina stripes, and they're just beautiful jackets. I don't understand why they fetch the big prices they do. It's just purely down to rarity, I suppose, and I've probably just answered my own question there. But I wouldn't wear them out. I don't think I could wear them out. Some guys, some girls look absolutely brilliant wearing denim. I am not one of those, so I just get them in as a collector sometimes, take pictures, show people them, and then send them back out. But they fetch huge amounts of money. So if you do manage to find one, I don't know where you would find one without knowing, probably in your attic. if your mums and dads or your dads collected Stone Island in the past. But a vertical badge, I mean, I've been into shops before where people have said he's wearing a fake jacket, and I'm like, we just need to possibly understand Stone Island a bit more. But the vertical Marina badges on the jackets, metal buttons, absolutely brilliant. If you find one, grab one. Staying with the vintage theme, I picked up this recently from France. It's a Stone Island carpenter jacket from 1987, I believe. Someone can mess underneath if it's not. Metal buttons again, green edge badge. You've got the little detailing on the pocket there. I'll move it around just in case you can't see it. And then each of the buttonholes is covered with a plastic sort of leather material. Now normally these jackets, when you have the plastic leather, they're normally cracked and they're falling off. But this one is in pristine condition. They're known as like carpenter jackets. I'm looking at swaps maybe on this because it's a little bit too big for me, and I'm not sure I can pull off the denim because I normally wear denim on the bottom, and double denim is only worn by Bewitched. And I'm not in Bewitched, so I can't do it. But yeah, another jacket. Prices are crazy on these. So, I mean, get in contact with me with this one. Get in contact, email, Instagram, I'll show at the end. But yeah, beautiful things. The next one is one of the most special jackets I've ever owned. So just stay tuned. I'll be back in a minute. So, every now and then something very special comes along and you just have to buy it. If you're a collector, you'll know the thing. You would sell anything to get the jacket. So in here is something very, very, very special. And here it is. It's dead stock. It's still got its tag, and as you can see there, it's an ice jacket, and it's from 1987. It's a patch one. The arms, as you can see here, they've got a zip on, so they detach and they roll up into the sleeves, and you can zip those away, and this becomes just a gilet. Now, a long time ago on Hoxton's video, one of his first videos he ever did, he went to a meet of Stone Island collectors, and Runa from Norway, he bought one of these. It was second hand, but it was a long time ago now, the video, and he was showing about the ice colour changes. Now, you can see a video here of the ice change. So obviously when it gets cold, it turns from a white colour to a blue colour. I mean, what's crazy about this is not just that I found it, an ice jacket like this from so long ago, but that A, it's got the tags on, which means it's never ever been worn, but B, the ice change works perfectly, and that's not normally seen in one of these jackets. I'll never wear it. I'd be interested to know what swaps were available for it, modern swaps. I did put that on my Instagram as well. But it's got to be one of the most special jackets out there, and I would guess the only one that's still got tags and is dead stock. It is absolutely unbelievable, and like I say, when I saw it, I just had to have it. So negotiations happened. It came from overseas. I'm very lucky to have it, and it's just sitting in my collection at the moment. But yeah, head over to my Instagram. I do put a post up about what swaps will be there in the modern era. But there we go. If you haven't seen one already, 1987 Stone Island ice jacket, dead stock. And so that brings me to the end of another video. I'm really sorry again that it's been so long since my last video. I can only do what I can do. But like I said, I did wake up this morning inspired by seeing other people's videos, not just on Stone Island, but I've been watching videos on Nike and motivational videos, etc, etc. And I wanted to put a video out myself. So you've looked at some of my collection that I've had in over the last few months. Loads of messages from people out there about collecting themselves and how they find them. just go through pages, go through Facebook pages, look on Instagram, build a network up and try and find jackets and jumpers and vintage stuff and collectible stuff that way. I am looking for a jacket to source for somebody. They're looking for the Stone Island Prototype 4 jacket. It's this one here. Looking for it in any size, preferably large or extra large, but it must have the tags at some point. It doesn't have to be new. The tags don't have to be attached, but they have to be there somewhere. So the shop swing tag and the arm tag for the Prototype 4. I can pay well on it. So what you need to do is, if you have one and you would like to sell me it, normally what happens is I receive the jacket and then I pay the money, because you know who I am, but I really don't know who you are. So if you send me one, then I'll send you money after. We're looking at, if you can get in contact on my email, which is below here. If you could subscribe and like, that'd be fantastic. Comment underneath, I'll reply to those. And also head over to my Instagram, casual_dresser. I put nearly all my stuff on there. So if you're looking to buy something, trade something, sell me something, head over there. A lot of people have joined my Instagram now since seeing my YouTube videos. Hopefully now you know what the deal is. Look after yourselves, enjoy your collections, save some cash to heat your house, save some cash to pay your mortgage, and save some cash because it'll soon be Christmas. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. It won't be so much of a delay this time. Pleasure speaking to you. Over and out.